Hey Leo, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. How's it going? So guys, thanks for joining me. We are doing new month readings for June 2020. And this is going to be a general read, guys, and I'm going to use the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition to do this reading for you. And then at the end of the reading, I've been guided to pull one Romance Angel Oracle card for you guys. And just keep in mind that this deck is not always about, hearts, flowers, and romance. So it's pretty interesting. So anyway, guys, welcome once again. And I do hope you enjoy the read. And I hope that there's bits and pieces that resonate. And ideally, the whole reading will resonate. So let me know in the comments, what your favorite card was. Or, just say hi. So guys, thanks. Again, I'm going to stop talking because this is why I do short intros, because I just babble. So we're going to look at the main theme of the month, and I'm just being guided to do one more quick shuffle, and then we'll dig in. All right, so main theme of the month, we've got the Hermit. Not altogether a bad thing, but I'm seeing like an underlying tone of stress and loneliness here, but this could also be a very cleansing part of your life. Like, when's the last time you spent any quality alone time to get to know yourself and sort of look at things a little bit more deeply? That period of introspection, and some of you could have had a dark night of the soul triggered recently, which coincides with hermit mode, because when you're in dark night of the soul, you're probably not a whole lot of fun to be around with. So, and just under like underlying circumstances that could have propelled you into a hermit mode. So you can expect to spend a little additional time alone, and you can use your time productively. This is when people can work on themselves, I see a friend of mine, he's always posting about, I really just can't get to the gym enough. Well, you don't need a gym to work out on your body. You don't need a temple to work out on your mind. You don't need a studio to work out on yoga. All you need to do is have the inclination for it. And I see all of these being factors for you in the upcoming month of June. Cheers, hold on. So hermit mode can be a very constructive period of your life. So, and it can be challenging for you social butterfly Leos. I get it. So let's see past influences affecting this month. Oh, guys. So we've got the Three of Swords. So like, this could be why you're retreating. Like, somebody hurt your feelers here with the Three of Swords. And this one is particularly painful to look at. Like, it's got that big, it's sort of the hallmark version of the heart. It's not a true representation of what the human heart looks like, but we accept this, I heart you. And then you've got the swords going through it. So this is a pain that somebody very close to you gave you, and it could be anybody, friend, family, a loved one, and this could be why you're going into hermit mode, because maybe you don't know how to fix the situation. And I think for some of you, you haven't really tried. You're just like, I'm so fed up, I can't even, but then these hurt feelings, once you're alone with them, they can tend to really exacerbate and not really resolve themselves. And then people find themselves bickering with themselves in their head and having two-sided conversations, having that sort of supposition of what the other person might say if you said this to them. And, you're having this whole dramatic thing going on. And probably 80% of it hasn't even happened, but meanwhile, have you picked up the phone? So you got some stuff to work on here, Leo. So this could be and the clouds here, and the clouds are very dark in the Hermit card. So this could be like some sort of ancient pain catching up to you finally, you know, and now you've had some sort of time to, and things can just rocket back into your life when you think that you're over it, you know. It could be a particular song. You could see somebody's social media post and go, oh, you know what I mean? And I think we've all been there, and I totally sympathize, you guys. There was this one song, I think it was by Three Doors Down. It was called Here Without You. And it always reminded me of my grandfather on my dad's side. And I cried for years. Like every time I would hear this song, it didn't matter where I was, but it took me a long time to get over it. So this is what I'm seeing here, is that something triggered you to bring back this Three of Swords pain as if it was just happening. And, you know, Dark Night of the Soul, hermit mode. So roadblocks of the month. So you've got the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands wants you to get up and get moving, Leo, and like recover and move forward and bring back your personality. You know, the Wands are a fire sign, and you guys are a fire sign, and the Eight is like, if you think of somebody that's happy and cheerful and like cracking jokes and having a great time, and that's almost every Leo that I know, you know, it's still there under the surface for you. You just have to, you know, you're like a big cat, like trying to lick its wounds, you know, literally, because you're the lion. Like, I'm being guided, like, to tell you guys, this is all part of your path. If you had stayed with that person that you're missing right now, I think you would be miserable. You know, everything, whether it's difficult or easy to go through, is part of your journey with the Eight of Wands. You know, and it might not always feel comfortable while you're on your way through it. And sometimes your heart, it's gonna take a crack, you know, it's gonna break a little bit. But it's like the Liberty Bell. It'll continue on going. And sometimes you'll be surprised at how much of your path that you get to walk alone, you know. So life is not always easy, you guys. And you don't have to make it look easy for anybody else. You just live it your own way. And it's okay to show other people your pain. I think you're keeping this closeted, you know, where you're sort of, yeah, I'm fine, you know, everything's cool. But then you're limiting communications a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know why, you guys. Do you know why? Like, you have to ask yourself that question. Why am I hiding my grief from other people? Maybe it's a pride thing. Maybe you're afraid of the reaction that you'll have if you start telling other people. You know, if you start to talk about really difficult or challenging things for yourself, you'll get a little bit too emotional. So you have to ask yourself why. And possibilities of the month. This is really interesting, you guys. So I'm really seeing here the thing that hurt you could be the thing that heals you. You know, sometimes it's good to run into an ex or run into somebody that has that job that you thought that you wanted. You know, and this is going to sound really mean, but, you know, sometimes your ex looks terrible, or you run into their current partner and their current partner just looks completely henpecked and shattered. You know, they look like they're absolutely miserable, and you're like, you know, whew, escaped that one. So there's no point in going down this road with the Six of Cups where you think that everything is all, oh, you know, that's so great over there. It's not always great over there. There's a line that says your rejection is God's protection. And you were guided away from a circumstance for a reason. So this wouldn't like cut your heart in half. It's like you got away with like a little razor nick. You know what I mean? Or if you're, depending on if you're a man or a woman, you know, razor neck here, and ladies, it'll be on your ankle, if I'm not mistaken. Kneecap. So you can't just look at that closed door as if it was the be all end all, because it wasn't. That door closed for a reason. And you got away with something, and you got a little bit of pain and memory, and, you can sort of change the stance in which you look at those memories. Like, oh, I had so much fun with that person while it lasted. Instead of like, we should still be together. If you guys were still meant to be together, the universe would find a way to put you guys together. No ifs, ands, or buts. So I really strongly see here that the situation that you are looking back at with the Six of Cups, with this sort of reminiscent echo of loneliness, sort of like romance novel, and I'm not underplaying you guys because I went through like a 20-year period where I looked at a closed door and just missed a 20-year chunk of my life because I was so busy looking at something that was no longer for me. So this is what I'm seeing here. This is where you guys can stop looking at that closed door, and you've got 1111 just pop up. So you guys, this is a creative portal of your future coming up for you. You got to walk away from closed doors, you guys. I really think that's your card. And I hope that was a great facial expression that I made when I was shuffling. Sometimes I really crack myself up, and that was one of those times. So we saw that card like fly out of the deck, and the card that came out was your true love card. So, and this says, this is the romance of a lifetime. So, and this could be, your work life. This could be your family life. You can romance anything, any sector of your life. And you can love any sector of your life. So it's going to take you a little bit of a power through moment here to go, okay, that door is closed. If this person, job, place, thing, whatever, was truly, truly meant for me, and have the utmost faith that the universe will bring it back around for you. You don't have to stand there and go like bang your head against the door and go, wow, I really messed that up. Because that's beating yourself up, because you did your part in that play, that act in that part of your life. You did what you were supposed to do. Everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. So stop beating yourself up. Stop licking these wounds. Like, you're keeping them open. You're not closing them. You're doing the opposite. You need to close the wound, because you don't want to miss a chunk of your life, guys. Truly, you don't want to do that. Like, enjoy where you are. Your power is in the present moment, not in the past, not in the future. Let the universe take care of what is truly meant for you, because what your heart desires, the universe will manifest for you. You don't have to do anything else other than be happy. And you do have the true love of your life available to you. And whether this is somebody from the past that you feel like they slipped away, or it's somebody brand new, let the universe bring it in. But you got to start opening doors and windows. Walk away from the closed ones. Anyway, at the risk of being repetitive, guys, I'm going to sign off. Love you. Bye.